Was I? Okay. Magda said, I love what you said about Kim during the finale. Was it intentionally, subtly shady? You're not I don't know what they were allowed to do in prior seasons, but I know for a fact every single morning that you wake up, I definitely gonna do a video on what I packed and like everything that I bought, because when I was looking for videos on like what to pack and what to bring, nothing, literally nothing. So I told myself, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make like all of the videos of stuff that I was looking for when I was in the casting process that I couldn't find, like what to bring, how to prepare your life, like how to get your life in order to be gone for 100 days, like all of the stuff that I was looking for when I was in the casting process. I said, I'm gonna make videos on those, because literally I was looking scouring every corner of the internet on like, what should I pack? How do I prepare my life? How do I prepare to be gone for 3 months or 4 months or whatever it is? And literally there was freaking nothing on the internet. Like none of the other alumni had ever posted anything about that I saw. Maybe I'm wrong, but not anything that was like recent, at least. Not some shit from like 2005. That don't fucking count. But like from the current century. Yeah, I didn't see any of that stuff. That's what I'm concerned about, preparing to leave. Yeah, it's a lot that you have to do to like prepare yourself to like be gone for the amount of time. Like, how do you prepare? Like, what do you do about your phone bill, or what do you do about, your car note, or like just the important adult stuff, literally the important adult stuff. Like, there was nothing on the internet that I saw about any of that stuff. So I said I was going to make a video on that, like what I packed, and then like how I prepared my life to be gone for all of that time. Somebody had a question that I was going to answer. I got to scroll back up because it was a good one. Oh, it was about the napping. Yeah, so every single morning when you wake up, they announce, Mr. Big announces the intercom, the house guests are required to be awake from the hours of 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So when people be like, all you did was sleep, you was always in the bed, girl, you loud and you wrong. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. But yeah, so no, you're not able to sleep all day. You are literally required to be awake from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then people are going to say, but people were napping. I saw this person napping on the live feeds. And because the live feeds encompasses all things, it doesn't, but that's what people be telling me. I saw the live feeds. I watched on the live feeds. I saw this on the live feeds. Okay, well, you still don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, if you ever saw someone napping on the live feeds, they were napping at maybe 10 minutes max, and that's it. Kimmy coming back like, girl, you still on live? Yes, I need to get my ass off of live. I'm going to answer like 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna get off live because I need to record this content that I'm supposed to be recording for today. It was a good question that somebody asked, and I want to go back to it. Magdala said, I love what you said about Cam during the finale. Was it intentionally subtly shady? I wasn't being shady at all, I don't think. I always think that it happened in the house where you surprised weren't air. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened in the house that I was surprised that didn't air. That always say because I like you, always apply me. Sorry, I'm reading question, trying to answer question at the same time. Question was, damn, what was the question, Magdala? I forgot that quick. I gotta scroll back up. Sorry. I love what you said about Cam during the finale. Was it intentionally, subtly shady? I wasn't being shady. I was not being shady at all. I was not being shady. There was a question that was asked, and I thought I was being very clear. Julie asked me, what was I most surprised about? What was I most surprised to see, like, once I got home? And I said that I was surprised to see that Cam was the hero of the season. And the internet took that to be whatever. And I was just like, I don't know how, honestly, sometimes I'll just be like, I don't know how social media twists things and takes it and makes it into a thing. I was very clear in what I said. The question that was posed was, what are you most surprised to see? I said, I was most surprised to see blank, blank, blank. The internet said, Mimi said, I'm like, that's not what I said. I did not say that. She asked what I was the most surprised by. I gave her the answer. And then we moved on. The internet's like, you said, but you said that. Why did you That's not what I said. She asked me what I was surprised by, and I gave the answer. That's it. The internet went and made it into a whole thing. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't none of my business. I'm not responsible for how people receive information. I can't help that. I answered the question very clearly and eloquently, and so I don't know how there were any type of... But I wasn't being shady. I was being serious. And I said in my answer, I said, we need your help to identify all the... Legion? Who is Legion? But yeah, and anyways, Magdala, I said all that to say I wasn't being shady and I wasn't trying to be funny. There was a question that was posed, and that's what I said I was the most surprised about. And so yeah, that was that. Rest of Tessa TikToks. Oh, I haven't watched any of... I've seen people talking about them, but I haven't watched any parts. I'm like, who is Legion? Is that his name? That's an ugly ass name. I'm sorry, but that's a terrible... Legion? Okay, yeah, I hate that name, but no, I haven't watched any of them. So yeah, you know, the internet takes things and they twist it and turn it into whatever it is they want to be. But no, I was very clear in what I said. I was surprised by that, and I think I finished my answer with saying that Kim very much played into the villain role. So when people were like, "Oh, Mimi said," I'm like, I was very clear in what I said. The internet just be just making shit up on the internet. I be convinced that people just be wanting something to talk about, y'all. Did you die laughing when you saw yourself saying some of it? I did. So many fun moments from the show that I died laughing at, like just being so silly. I just saw Riley on TikTok live. Oh, Riley's on TikTok. Can we get your kale salad recipe? Yes. Oh my God, it's the summer salad. It's bomb as fuck. Bomb as hell. The summer salad is so damn good. And I will include the instructions for how to properly massage it. I promise you the summer salad is fucking bomb. Did you rewatch the season? I haven't rewatched the season in its entirety yet. No, I haven't watched it in its entirety yet. No. So said you didn't do anything on the show though. Neither did you. So I guess we're in the same boat. Heather said, was anyone portrayed differently on the show than you feel they really were? It's some points, yeah. In some points, I think so. Oh, and not necessarily in terms of like anything negative, but I just think that there are things that, you know, the edited episodes are not all encompassing, and nor are the live feeds. I think that's just like my biggest takeaway, like piece of advice. Not even piece of advice, but that's just like a note for people to know. It's just like, you know, the live feeds are not all encompassing. You don't see everything on the live feeds, and you don't see everything on the edit. Like the live feeds show you, you know, 2 rooms at a time. So, or 2 areas at a time, or whatever, 2 conversations at a time. That doesn't mean that other things aren't happening outside of that. So yeah. Hold on, I'm scrolling back up. Kale salad recipe for the storage room peeps. Oh, I got y'all for sure. Oh, a little salty Nicole. I see. I'm not salty. I'm chilling. I'm good. What do I gotta be salty about? So I'm big chilling. I'm not mad. Izzy wasn't shown on the show either. Even shown on the show. A travesty. Yeah, honestly, when you're in the house, it's hard to know like what is being shown and what isn't being shown. You honestly are. Did Blue really talk the way she did the entire time? Yes. Izzy weren't sure enough. I loved y'all in life. It's thank you, Reagan. But yeah, honestly, when you're in the house, you don't know any of this stuff is or isn't happening until you like come out. So you don't know if things are being showed or not being shown. You literally are just in there playing, living, playing the game, doing whatever. So it's hard to know if, you know, things are being showed or not being showed or not included, because we all go to the diary room multiple times a day. I have so many funny ass DRs that probably ended up on the cutting room floor, because I used to be in there. When I tell you, they used to be dying laughing literally every time that I went into the diary room. Me and the way that I'm talking to y'all is how I used to be talking. When I tell y'all we used to be in there cracking up, like production used to be dying laughing. I used to be dying laughing. Like I used to have so much fun in the diary room. But they only showed y'all like the lukewarm ones, like. They didn't show y'all like any of the good ones. I used to be talking hella shit too. I used to talk a lot of shit, and I used to be having hella fun. Are you allowed sick medicine for crimps? Yeah, they have medicine in there. I'm probably gonna get off of here in 2 minutes. At 5:10, I'm getting off here because I really need to record this content, y'all. So I'm trying to be making a content. I'm trying to keep my content consistent. But I'm gonna get out here in 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna be answering all questions that I see. Are you allowed to have cramp medicine for cramps or being sick? Yes, they give you medicine for cramps / if you're sick, like Tylenol, but they don't give you like anything crazy unless you're like sick and you like need to see the doctor, then that's like another thing. But nobody really got sick, so I don't know what really happens. None of us actually got sick. If you do another season, would you try to play a better game? I would definitely play a different game, yes. But can you tell them to tell them not to show something that is said in the diary room? I never told them not to share or air, not to show or air anything that I said in the diary room. So I don't know. I don't know if people had done that or not. And quite frankly, even if they did do that, I don't think they would listen. It's their show. So you already signed the contract. So you're theirs. It is what it is. If you had like ADHD, would they let you take that medicine? Yes. So if you have like a some type of medical reason that you need to be taking medication before coming into the house, you have to send them all of that information and the medication and get doctor's notes and all of that before coming into the house. So yeah, Corey had that cough the entire game. You know what's crazy? The first week that we were in there, everybody got such bad allergies. Like Kirsten's allergies were so bad that her nose started to bleed. Like all of us got so, like the allergies were so damn crazy when we first got in the house. Mind you, we were all locked in sequester for weeks before going in there. And then when we finally come out, like we are around 16, 17 other people, and it was just weird. So all of us had super bad allergies. So that first week, like the DRs, I'm sure sound so like stuffy and crazy. Yet nobody had a voice. Yes, nobody had a voice like the first couple weeks. Oh my God, nobody had a voice the first couple weeks. Like everybody's voice or everybody's like whatever was jacked up, and Kirsten's nose started bleeding. Like we were all like sitting in the living room in mid conversation, her nose started bleeding. Like it was crazy. They did have to go out and get us allergy medicine though. They didn't have any allergy medicine when we first came into the house, and they had to go out and get us allergy medicine because literally every single person in the house was like stiffing, sneezing, sniffling. It was crazy. And it's also cold as hell in there, so that probably contributed to it, because in sequester you can control the air or heat, whatever, in your room. So we couldn't control it. You can't control it in the house. So that probably has something to do with it. Do you still watch rap battles? I don't watch them as much as I used to growing up, but I'm forever a rap battle girly. Do you think a lot about being on TV, or you kind of forget after a while? To be honest with you, it's still kind of weird. Like when I see clips of myself and stuff, it's still kind of odd. Like, damn, I was there. I wrote about this on Twitter the other day. I said it kind of feels like a fever dream. Like it feels like I just kind of, because when you come home, everything is still the same. Like my house is the same. My husband is the same. My dog is the same. My mom is like, everything is still the same. Like nothing changed. Like my life or our lives like stopped or slowed down for a little bit, but everybody around us like kept living. So it's still kind of weird seeing myself, I'm gonna be honest, which is why I haven't watched the entire season back yet. And to be honest with y'all, it probably will take me some time, probably a year or two. I don't know. It will probably take me some time before I can actually just like sit down and watch the season in its entirety, because it is like, it's weird. It's super weird. And it's still so fresh. It was just like three or 4 months ago, right? Okay, a couple more questions. What kind of gameplay do you think is best to last long? It's hard to say. I think it really depends on the cast that you're playing with. I don't know. It's hard to say. It varies by cast. What are your thoughts on your feud with America? I'm not feuding with America. Y'all be making stuff up on the internet and acting like it's a fact. That's not a fact. I'm not feuding with America at all. What is your favorite / least favorite competition? Pressure cooker is definitely my favorite. Least favorite, I don't know. I would have to think. I can't remember all of it off the top of my head. I would have to think about it. Do they tell you the clothes to bring? They tell you things that you can't bring. Let's see. Are you going to do the challenge if invited? Would love to see you on the challenge. Would you do a whole season of Big Brother again? Ask me that in a couple years. What was your favorite competition? Pressure cooker. It's 12-12. You gotta go for it. No, I said that. Do they allow therapy after? Yes. Would you ever do another reality show like The Challenge or The Charter? I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's 5:11. Yes, I gotta go do my content because I need to post this video, and I kept saying I was gonna get off here, so I'm gonna get off here. And I love you guys. Thank you for coming to my TikTok, because you know we love to have a good key, and I'm gonna do this again soon. But in the meantime, in between time, let me go get this content together. Bye guys. Let me go